Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shraddha. So today we are going to learn one of the most important topic in Playwright automation testing, reporter. So reporter in Playwright we will learn today. So first we need to understand reporter, how reporter helps. Reporter help us to generate the test execution result in a different format like HTML report, JSON report, JUnit report, list report and dot report. So this is the official website Playwright, you can see .dev, and I have already opened the document of reporter, and you can go just line by line, like you can read down all the document. So here you can see this is the line reporter command, and you will see multiple reporter, how we can configure in the configuration file. So we can configure the reporter in a configuration file, or we can provide the command in terminal. So I'll show you both way how to achieve the reporter, and also with the help of reporter we can understand that which test passed, which test failed, and what error message we are getting, and also it will give the screenshot, execution time, test summary, everything we will understand with the reporter. So today definitely I will explain you what is exactly the reporter. So first we need to understand the little bit definition of the reporter. Like reporter is a feature in a Playwright that generate text execution result in a readability format. So instead of checking result in the terminal, only reporter provides a detailed reports or failed test information or screenshot, logs and trace files. Execution also it's provide the summary. So I have already discussed the how many types of reporters. So there is multiple type of reporter. You can see here list reporter. So either we have to configure the reporter as a list or provide the command in the terminal. So for that, if we are providing the command in the terminal, so we need to write this -- report is equal to list. So this is basically for default, list reporter is default reporter. I'll explain once I will work on the Visual Studio. I'll show you how to configure, how to write in the command prompt. And also we need, this is the dot reporter. We need to configure in the configuration file like dot, and or either we can provide the -- report is equal to dot. So basically it's provide a dot, the report in a dot form. I'll show you. And there is another reporter called JSON Reporter, Bob Reporter and JSON Reporter. So JUnit Reporter also I will explain. So this is basically this reporter needs to, JSON Reporter, you can see here value, and it's a variable, and this is the key value pair. So this is the key, and output file result.xml, this is a value for this key. So we can configure either in the configuration file, or we need to provide the, this is JUnit, this is a JUnit reporter. So -- report is equal to JUnit, or there is a custom report, and this is the third party report like Allure Report, GitHub Action Report, Reporter, Allure Reporter, Mail Reporter, Report Portals and Monocard. So let me open the Visual Studio and create one file. Right click and create one file called reporter demo, and spec.js is an extension of the file js. spec.js and then enter. So let me copy the test and I'm gonna paste here, and first of all we need to save it. So you can see here there is a 3 test: reporter test 1, reporter test 2, reporter test 3, and each test I'm just opening or launch the application and verify the title of that page, like application. And here also similarly, this is the module name, asynchronous keyword, page fixture, and after that just here I'm opening the application google.com and verifying the title of the page. And also here similarly just opening the demo blaze application, and here I'm verifying the title of the page. So let me execute and here just provide the command in the terminal. So instead of I'm not specify here the browser, any specific browser, and now the reporter, not test, we need to write here reporter demo and then .spec.js and npx playwright test reporter demo .spec.js, and now execute. Okay. So it got passed in 9 because it's ran in all the browser. So let me just specify only the Chrome browser. Chromium means project is equal to Chromium, and now execute. So I'm getting some, let me see, I'm just getting some error. So let's see, not found available project Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. So now we need to understand. First, npx playwright test reporter demo spec -- and first we need to remove this and just Chromium, sometimes space, if somewhere any space, so it will show the error. So you can see here this test got passed, 3 tests got passed, so all tests are passed right now. And if we can see configuration file like playwright config.js, so and we can see here project is line, so it's a line. You can see reporter, not project, reporter is line. So that is by default, it will not show anything. It will just show only the how many tests got passed. So here 3 tests and all tests are passed. And if suppose we are going to just specify the other reporter, which is a dot reporter, so what we need to do, we have to either configuration, go and just configuration, change the configuration line to dot reporter, and either you can write clear in the terminal or just open the new terminal, and you can here see that you will provide the command in the terminal and execute. And you can see here 3 tests got passed. Now if we are going to just test got passed, 3 tests got passed, and let me, okay, it was not saved, that's why it's not showing. First we need to save here, and then again we need to save here. Just okay, not here. In the terminal we need to clear the terminal and then provide the same command in the terminal, and then you can see, yes, so this time you can see here 3 tests got passed and there is 3 dots showing. So that means when we explicitly configured here in the reporter dot, so it will generate the dot reporter. That means here in the terminal you can see the 3 dot is showing like all these 3. Oh, control. Where is the something has happened? Okay. Yeah. So this we need to close it, and this we need to demo. Okay. First we need to Control C and just paste it here and save it. Okay. So and now I'm going to again Control S. Now I'm going to again open the new terminal and write the command in the terminal and execute, and you will see here 3 dots. That means these 3 tests are passed, that's why it's showing the 3 dots. And suppose if we want to fail any of test, like intentionally we want to fail any test, like here I'm just going to remove the G and save it these, and again execute the command in the terminal and then see what is the output. You can see here it's showing not here, yeah, so it is showing that running 3 tests using 3 workers, but 2 tests got passed. 1 F, you can see here F, that means 1 test is failed, that's why it's showing F. And also you can see here like received this and expected this. So means we need to when this test got executed, like line number 10, this test got executed, so they received the G instead of MAIL, GMAIL. But here you put it like intentionally, I have put it like MAIL instead of GAIL. So that's why this test got failed. So you can see here expected page to have title. So you can see here this test got failed, and if you see, it is showing the 2 dot and then F, means these two tests like report test 1 and report test 2 are not to report test 3, this got passed, first and third, but second got failed because of intentionally I have just removed the G. The title of the page is Gmail, but I have removed G. So that's why it's showing the F here, means to fail one test. And you can see there call logs, and it is, you can see here showing the error, and also it's clearly showing which test is passed and which test is failed. So now the failed test is reporter, not report, reporter test 2 is, it's got failed. So now if I just go ahead and write the G here and then save it, and again I have to just clear the not here, let's clear the terminal, and again provide the command in the terminal and just execute, and then you can see. So now this time these 3 tests got passed. So these 3 tests got passed, and you can see here the 3 dots, and also 3 passed. So now this was the dot reporter. And if you want provide the command in the terminal, what you need to do, you have just to give the command like let me show you the documentation of the Playwright I have opened, and docs, then reporters, and now you can see all the reporters here. So we have already completed line reporter, and then just talking about the dot reporter, so not the blob and JSON. So we have to go for the dot reporter. So, and after that I will show you how to, this is the dot reporter. So this command we need to provide in the terminal. So first we need to comment this reporter here because we are using the command in the terminal, so that's why we don't need to use this statement. So comment this line, and let me just provide the not here, control, okay, it's here, and then just remove this and comment. We need to provide this statement here in the terminal and execute. So you will see, you can see here running 3 tests using 3 workers, and these 3 dots is showing that these all tests got passed and how many seconds took it to execute it, those tests, like these tests. So that's, you can see here. So in this way you can you can configure .reporter in the configuration file, or you can provide the command in the terminal. So next we will talk about the HTML reporter. So first let me open the new terminal and open this configuration.js file. Here you can see the reporter. So first uncomment this reporter and let me use here HTML. HTML reporter, and now we need to put here comma, it's very far, HTML, and then so why it's reporter. We need to use not this one or this. Okay, so first we need to configure the reporter type here. So I have configured like HTML reporter, and then save it. Let's go and execute command in the terminal. So just remove here reporter is equal to dot. So now execute, and it's executing the test, and it got passed 3 tests. Here you can see. So it's got passed all these tests. And if you want to see the HTML report, so you need to see here like Playwright -report and open the expand this Playwright -report, and it's generated one HTML report. You can open in the browser to see the HTML report, or what you need to do, you have to write the these report in the terminal, or we need to see the report, or what we need to do, we have to just comment these HTML. Okay, so now in the documentation you can see the HTML reporter. By default it's generate the HTML report in, so it will generate one HTML report. This report we can open in the browser, and if you want to see the if you provide the command in the terminal, like first we need to delete this HTML file, and now you can see there is no file in this folder. And if we go in the documentation and see HTML reporter, so there is one command which is -reporter HTML that we need to provide in the terminal or console window. You can say just here, and like you can see here -reporter is equal to HTML, and I have already deleted HTML file. You can see, let me expand again. There is no HTML file because I have intentionally deleted. And after that, just provide the command in the terminal and execute this command. So now it's start to So execution happened, like it's already passed 3 tests, like all these tests got passed. And if you go again in the Playwright-report, this folder, it's already generated one HTML file. So now I'm going to expand this folder, and you can see here index.html. So you can do either way, like provide just where is the provide the reporter in the terminal, like what kind of reporter you want. So I have already commented somewhere. Where is the reporter? Let me see. Yeah, you can see here line number 26. So I have already commented here. So if you want to enable, you can just remove this or uncomment and provide the reporter here HTML, or you can directly provide command in the terminal. So either way you can use. So that way you can achieve the HTML reporter. Now I'm going to talk about, I'm going just open the documentation, and then we are going to talk about the JSON reporter. So basically JSON reporter, you can see here JSON reporter. So JSON reporter, we can generate either in the, we can provide JSON reporter in the configuration file, or configure the JSON reporter in the configuration file here. Or we need to provide command in the terminal. So first we need JSON reporter. So just use this Control-C and paste it, 26, line number 26. So and uncomment this line and remove this one and this one. So you can see here JSON output file result.json. So this is a variable, or we can say key and value pair. So this is the key, and output file result.json is a value. So we need to provide this value for this key. So now save it and just clear the terminal. First of all, we are not here. Here in the terminal, we need to clear the terminal and provide command in the terminal and remove this reporter is equal to HTML and just execute this command in the terminal. And you can see here this is the JSON reporter. I have executed these 3 tests, and these 3 tests got passed. And if you check that this where this report generated, so we need to go in the solution and see here it's generated one result.json report. So it's already generated here automatically JSON report. So if you want to provide the command in the terminal, so let me show you. So if you provide command in the terminal, we need to take this command and not here, we need to just paste it and delete this JSON report intentionally. And now again we need to execute these. Okay, so it is saying like just comment these JSON report here and then execute command in the terminal. So now I'm going to execute these tests, and you can see these tests got generated the JSON report. Let me in the console window. So this is the JSON report, you can see, and these all are JSON reports. It's generated in the console window. So in this way, if you want to generate the JSON report in the configuration file, so you need to specify in configuration file, so you need to provide the JSON reporter here. So this is the key and this one is the values. So you need to provide key and value pair. And if you want to generate JSON report, so it will, if you are providing a JSON reporter here, so it will automatically generate one file in the solution. So in this way we can generate the JSON report in the command line or terminal. And suppose if we want to configure in the configuration file, like remove this and just provide the command in the terminal and remove this command -- reporter JSON and then execute. So it will generate one JSON report in the solution, you can see here. And if you want to click, you will be able to see the JSON report in this. In the solution, if you double click, it will open the JSON report, or you will see in the browser as well. So in this way we can achieve the JSON report. So now I'm going to talk about next JUnit Reporter. So in the documentation, if you see JUnit Reporter, and also one more thing I want to add, like JSON Reporter, like open here, JSON Reporter, if we want to see in the the other file, if we want to configure in the other file, we need to set up the environment. So this is the PowerShell. If you are using the PowerShell, you need to set up the PowerShell environment. If you are using the batch one, you need to set up the batch environment, and bash is here directly. You need to configure in the configuration file, and also you can provide the command in the terminal. So this is the configuration file. You need to provide this JSON and reporter, and also if you want to run in the terminal or command prompt through the terminal, you need to provide this JSON -- reporter is equal to JSON. So now we need to talk about the JUnit Reporter. So JUnit Reporter, if you are using the PowerShell, you need to set up the environment first. If you want to see the JUnit Reporter in the file, some integrator or configure another file, you need to set up the environment first. And this is the batch. If you are using the batch one, you need to set up the batch environment. So JUnit Reporter generate the XML reporter. So first we need to configure the reporter in a configuration file. So let me use this reporter. Let me copy and just configure here in the configuration file and save it. Just open the file and open new terminal or clear the terminal. So now need to provide command, and I don't want to be open the Chrome browser, just execute like this, and it's executed all the browser. So all tests got passed, and if you see, it's generated one XML file here in the solution. And if you want to open this, you can see here the XML reporter. Or if you want to see XML or JUnit Reporter, you need to provide command in the terminal. So either way you can use. So if you are providing command in the terminal, you need to comment this reporter in the configuration file and then go to the terminal and provide command in the terminal. Let me just provide this command in the terminal. So I'm using the PowerShell, so that's why Control C and just paste it here and execute this command in the terminal. Now we can see that it should be generated the XML reporter in the command prompt or terminal. So you can see here, these all are XML reporter. So if you want to achieve JUnit Reporter, you can configure in the configuration file JUnit Reporter, or if you want to provide command in the terminal, you can go ahead and just provide command in the terminal and you will be able to see the XML reporter here. And if you are configured in configuration file, it will generate one file here in the Explorer or terminal solution, and then you will able to see here as well. Like if you want to integrate with another file, you need to set up the environment first, and then configuration file you need to configure the JUnit Reporter and then execute command in the terminal, and then you will be able to see the XML reporter. Like it will give the XML report. So suppose if you want to let me close this one and close this one. So now I'm going to delete both report here. Okay, and just open this test. So if you want to achieve the multiple reporter, how you can achieve it? So suppose if I want to achieve JSON reporter or JUnit reporter or HTML or line reporter, how we can achieve those reporter? So let me open this configuration file. So first we need to open this configuration file and just select one reporter here. I'm just uncomment this reporter. So this is the JSON reporter, and here in JSON reporter what we need to do, we need to provide the different type, like suppose I'm just going to provide the HTML reporter, and then so this is basically array, so we will provide the multiple reporter at the same time in the configuration file. So first we need to use the HTML and just not here, and so reporter JSON file in the solution. And if you want to suppose to see the JSON report in the console window, then you, so here in reporter, like configuration file, we need to provide we need to uncomment this line, and here I will provide the multiple reporter. How we can provide, like we will use the array. Inside this array, first I'm just going to write the HTML reporter, comma, let me and comma, okay, comma, the other array, other reporter. So suppose I'm going to use the line reporter, then use the array, and here I'm going to use the HTML. HTML is done, line reporter, and then dot reporter, dot reporter, and after that what we need to do, we need to provide the JSON report. So, and also we need to provide the XML report. So now after this dot reporter, we need to provide the JUnit and then JSON, like comma. So these all are different type of reporter: HTML, line, dot reporter, JUnit reporter, and JSON reporter. So let me save, just go this reporter demo.spec.js file and clear the terminal first, clear, and provide the command in the terminal, just execute. So you can observe how many report it will generate. So because I have already provided the JUnit, so that's why it's showing the JUnit. Let me again clear the or open the terminal, and now I want to remove the JUnit reporter and just specify these command in the terminal and execute. So let me see that it's running all the browser, and you can see here it's generated dot report, and also because we need to specify here in the configuration file HTML line, which is show only the line report, dot report, you can see here the dot report, and JUnit and JSON. So JUnit will generate the XML file and JSON will generate the JSON file. You can see here JSON and XML report it will generate. And now there is one other configuration which is HTML. So you can go ahead and just check in the Playwright -report. It's generated the index.html report here, and also so it's generated the JSON report, JSON report, JUnit. It will generate the XML file dot reporter line by default. It will show only the line, it will not show anything. So that's why it is not showing anything. It's just show that how many tests got passed, how many tests got failed. So it's, you can see all the browser it's ran, so that's why it's showing the 9, because these three tests got passed in all the browsers. That's why it's showing the 9 got passed. And so line reporter is nothing but it will generate the line report. So it will not show in the terminal. It will only just say that's show in the terminal that how many tests got passed. Or if you want, you can go in the configuration file and just configure here the line reporter and then execute. It will show the how many tests got passed. And if you want to provide in the command prompt through the terminal, you will provide here this line reporter command, and then it will show only the or finish the how many tests got printed, failed, how many tests got passed. This will only show the through the line reporter. So, and also in this documentation you will see these all are built-in reporters like list reporter, line reporter, dot reporter, HTML reporter, blob, or JSON, JUnit reporter. So especially JUnit and JSON reporter will especially use for the generate the or load upload the report in the CI environment. So these two reporter upload or generate report in CI environment, and these all are inbuilt reporter. So these all report got generated and these all tests got passed. So in this way we can achieve different type of reporter in the Playwright. And so one of the question interviewer ask most of time if they are interested to ask the reporter, so what kind of reporter is generated or upload the report in CI environment. So you will mention that JSON reporter and JUnit reporter will responsible to generate the report for CI environment. So if you like this video helpful for you, please like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you have any question or queries, please ask in the comment section. Definitely I will respond to you. Thanks for watching my video. You need to provide the command in the console window and then you will able to see the JSON report like this.